Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Dig It Diecast. I'd like to say to all my current subscribers, I want to tell all you guys thank you for continuing to tune in here. When I first started this channel, I didn't think I would get very much attention on it. However, I'm getting some views and picking up subscribers here and there, and I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for tuning in. And if you're new here on the channel, Dig It Diecast, if you would, please consider subscribing to me, watching some of my content, liking, sharing, commenting. If you have any suggestions, anything that you recommend I could do, please let me know. I know you guys are probably getting bored with the RIT die. However, it's kind of fun, and I'm hooked on it right now, and I went to Walmart and picked up some of the Peacock green. So what we're going to do, we're going to do another one of these 83 baby blue Chevrolets. I've got several of them. We're going to do a Chevrolet Vega. I've had this car open for quite some time. Chevrolet Vega was the first vehicle that I ever owned as a kid. And we've got this 1971 Chevrolet Camaro SS M2. We're going to be opening it up, not on camera. I don't want to bore you with that, but I'm going to steal those 3 sets of wheels and axles right there. So we're probably going to be doing a wheel swap on these two, and that Camaro, the truck, and the Vega. All 3 are going to get dyed in the dye. I do not measure that dye out. I've got a pretty good sized glass measuring cup that I will be soaking these things in. I measure out just enough water to cover the castings, and I really don't know how much of this I put in there. I just pour some, and I'll put a couple of drops of Dawn dish soap in it and stir it up before I put the castings in it. And we're going to do it like those last ones. We're going to do a 3-step process. There they are. We're going to dye these things 3 times, which means after each 30-minute cycle, we'll heat that water back up. I heat it up to 200 degrees originally, pull it off the stove, mix my dye, a couple of drops of Dawn dish soap, mix it up, take the cars apart, take the glass out of them, the plastic, soak the casting. I also wash these before we put them in the dye with Dawn dish soap real good and rinse them. And we'll try to keep this video under 10 minutes. So I'm not going to bore you with taking them apart. We'll be back with the results. Alright, the disassembly has taken place. I think that I'm going to probably dye the interior in the green along with the truck on the last soak. Again, we're going to do a 3-stage, 30 minutes each stage on each one of these. And I think I'm going to leave the windows in this one. With my technique, it should not melt those windows like my previous disaster that I haven't posted yet. And I don't know if I will. But anyways, everything's taken apart. Going to take the dye and go get my dye ready. 200 degrees, a couple of drops of Dawn soap, pull it off the stove, mix it up, drop your castings in for 30 minutes. Rinse and repeat 3 times. Okay, this is the second heat cycle. I've got it just a little bit too hot. Let's check it and see where we're at. Oh yeah, it's way too hot. So we're going to let it cool, because I do have the windows still in that Camaro. So we're going to let it cool down to about 160, 150. Okay, everyone, here's the finished product on the C10. Add some light to it right there. This is 3 soaks in the dye. Got a little gap right there between the grill and the hood, but we're going to fix that when we finish it up. I did soak that interior in this truck in that green dye as well. It came out like a mint color. Looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, there's the truck. Coming up next, we'll show you this Vega. Okay, here's the Vega. My wife chose those wheels for it. She said it looked the best. Got a little fitment issue right there at the back. You can see I still haven't got it permanently put back together, but we'll fix that. I'm not going to do that on camera. This Vega was originally yellow, as you've seen in the beginning, and I had a Chevrolet Vega almost exactly like this, except mine wasn't a V8 like this one is. It was green in color. I gave $100 for it when I was 15 years old. Drove the wheels off of it. I wished I'd have never gotten rid of it. The engine went bad in it, and I sold it. But this is our die-cast version of my first original car. Coming up next will be the Camaro. Okay, here's the M2 Camaro that was white in color to start with. We also soaked it in the Peacock green RIT synthetic dye. This thing's got a messed up back wheel on it from M2, which I'm not surprised. You can see it go by right there. It kind of sets back a little bit. I don't like it, but typical M2 quality. Their quality control's not the best, so we'll display it from the passenger side, but it turned out looking pretty good as well. There you have it. I hope you guys like this one. We'll come back with aisle 3 on the turntable here. That truck turned out killer.